Are we running it now? 1, 2.
Yeah,
1, 2.
I'm gonna cut that. But anyways, welcome back to the Terrible Influence podcast. It's take 2. We only did like 2 minutes, anyways. I was saying that we got some we had some internet beef this week. I guess me and my brother did. So
Yeah.
that was always. But the only reason I said something was because she said something about mama, and I was like, I didn't really give a shit what they were talking about.
It made me laugh because one of the comments that was made was that our mother needed to go back to the nursing home, that she was going to miss Jello time, and our mother is only like 42.
Yeah, bro. Like she's not.
So she's not, I mean, she's not old.
And it's not like she's not active. It's not like she's not active.
Yeah, they go to the gym like every damn day.
Yeah. And she goes outside and does like gardening and stuff like that. But yeah, we have some. Did you see what I said? Apparently, I thought, I wouldn't say it was kind of fucked up, but I didn't really care. I said something like, people always talk about like they don't do the internet shit, but like y'all are on the internet, bro. Like I don't understand why people are commenting on my social media.
Hey, speaking of the internet, I made a cameo on a very popular YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, you did. Hey, yeah, we went. Oh yeah, we got to talk about it. We'll talk about that here in a minute because we'll talk about the concert. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I did a pod.
You didn't do, that's right. You went to the beach last week for the 4th.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some shit to get into, I guess.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I said something along the lines of like, I don't care about all the other shit y'all talking about. The only reason I'm saying something is because of my mom, and I was like, my mom literally does more in a week than y'all have done in y'all's lives.
Oh yeah.
And then I said something along the lines of, I can imagine being y'all's age and having nothing to show for, but a couple of Facebook shares and a shitty OnlyFans account.
Yeah, it was wild. A bunch of people acting like kids and shit.
Yeah. I don't know. That shit was, like I said, the only reason I said something because they said something about mama, and then they threatened me with to take me to court for slander and harassment. Is it count harassment if they argue back?
I mean, I don't know the exact laws on harassment. Yeah. I guess it depends on if, you keep instigating it. I really don't know the exact laws.
I ended up deleting my comments. The only reason I ended up deleting my comments is because I got my point across to who I wanted to get my point across to.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like, I don't want to be associated with them bums.
No, I don't think a lot of people do.
Yeah, I don't want to be associated with them bums. I don't want to be a part of that shit.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I don't know. I just don't understand how you can be broke, miserable, and everything else. That's an awful combination. But anyway, so we're gonna get into more positive things other than the internet beef we were part of this week. We went and saw Rod Wave, dog.
We did. That shit was wild.
We went and saw Rod Wave, dog. That's my favorite artist. We went and saw him out in Greenville. He was playing at the Bonza Core Wellness Arena, and bro, that shit was good as fuck. I wish he performed longer. He only came out and did like 30 to 45 minutes, but the songs he played were so fucking good, and he didn't have to say a fucking word, bro. The whole crowd was singing that shit. That shit was.
He hit the high notes. It was a banger for sure.
Yeah, that shit was jumping.
A fellow YouTuber, Terrible Influence, was there. Did you see anybody else that you knew from YouTube, or?
Okay, why are you asking me like that?
Oh, I'm just asking you because that was the one you mentioned to me, so that was the only one I knew off the top of my head. But I didn't know if you had heard.
No, I know Duke Dennis was there. Shout out Duke Dennis. He's from Greenville. My brother was actually walking right in front of him and had no fucking clue. So
I think that was when I was coming back like double handed with 2 beers.
Probably, I think it was. But I saw you and I was like, "There's no fucking shot. This motherfucker was just walking right in front of him."
I finally made it.
So yeah, shout out Duke, man. He posted a video.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Say, who's this long-haired fuck walking in front of my shot?
No. He posted a video, and then there was a bunch of people. Plies was there. I'm sure a lot of y'all know who that is. Bow Wow, Rennie Rucci.
There was a fight like 5 minutes into the show.
Yeah,
That shit was
bro.
wild.
We were there for probably like 30 minutes, and then as soon as Bow Wow came out, he was like the first person to come out. And he was like the hype man. As soon as Bow Wow came out, dog, probably like 2 to 5 minutes after he came out, there was a fight, and these people were on the floor, bro. Like they had good seats. It wasn't like they were sitting on like the nosebleeds and they played like $50, bro. Like they had good seats.
Oh yeah, that was on the floor,
Yeah,
and I'd say like my guess probably maybe 15 to 20 rows back, somewhere in there.
yeah. No, they were closer. Maybe
think
like
so?
they were like 7 to 8 rows back. But yeah, Bow Wow came out. They didn't even get to see Rod Wave or Plies or anybody. But Lil Baby's coming in September.
You said Lil Baby, that'll be a good show.
We're planning on going to that one.
Well, if you come up with an extra ticket again, let me know.
Yeah, accidentally. Yeah, the reason my brother. So when we went, the reason my brother came with us, and I accidentally bought an extra ticket, so I just gave it to him, and we all went. And I wouldn't. He's not like the biggest Rod Wave fan, but he is a fan. So, but it was a lot of fun, bro. I'm glad we got to go. I got to go. I also went with some of the guys, Ray, JJ, people that have been on the pod. So he's a very good performer, and if you ever get a chance to go see him, the energy in that fucking building was wild.
Yeah, it was. Ooh, it was loud in there.
Yeah.
People are losing their mind. All right, so to drastically change the subject, I have a basketball question for you.
What?
It's a would you rather question, and I read it. I don't necessarily know who the two names are, but like I've heard of them. I've seen like clips of them and shit. So I want to get your opinion since you're well versed and see what you think.
Okay.
Okay. And then, I mean, y'all, of course, feel free to sound off in the comments, put your opinions. Okay, so here's the question. If you had to build a squad from scratch with a view towards competing over the next decade, so the next 10 years from now, would you prefer to build around Trae Young or Zion Williamson? Like I said, two names I don't really necessarily know that much, but I have seen a couple clips here and there. I know they're pretty good players and whatnot.
I think so. I think Zion is better than Trae Young, but his problem is health. Like he's been in the league. I think this was his third year that just went by.
He
or
injury
second year.
prone, or
Yeah, he's been in the league for like 2-3 years, and he's played like a total of 56 games. And there's 82 games in an NBA season.
damn. So who would you say is the worst team right now?
The worst team right now, probably the Orlando Magic.
Who do you think is the worst team in history?
The worst team, the fucking Charlotte Bobcats. They won like 15 games one year.
Do you know what year? Because I
It
looked
was-
up a list earlier, and it says 11 to 12 Charlotte Bobcats.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you're referring to. They went 7-59.
Yeah.
What do you think attributes to a team going that far under? Do you think it's coaching? Do you think it's players? Just play style?
I think it's all together, and also teams tank to get first round picks. But I mean, that team is just fucking trash.
Well, I mean, I understand.
There's just
I
a lot.
understand,
There's
like
a
you
lot
said.
that goes to it. Like you need role players. Star power takes you pretty far. Like you may not win a chip off of having one star player, but like he
Yeah.
can probably get you to the playoffs. Like LeBron could probably go to any team and at least maybe not now because he's older, but
Yeah.
like in his like when he was a little bit younger, like and he could go to any team and take them to the playoffs. He may not win a chip, but he could go to any team and take them to the playoffs.
I got you.
So I
So,
think that
let-
team was just trash though. Like they didn't have any good role players. They didn't have any star players. They had a trash coach. It was a trash franchise.
So let me ask you this then. Like, would you rather be like the LeBron of a terrible team, or would you rather be just like an average player on like the Golden State Warriors, where it's like nothing but all stars?
I'd rather be. I like to win, so I'd say I'd rather be an average player. But I can't blame people for wanting to be like LeBron of a trash team. But like, there's a dude named Jordan Poole, and he's like all-star potential. He's above average, I'll say that. But like, he kind of has like all-star potential in the next couple of years. He's kind of inching towards that way. So like, and everybody knows him pretty well, and he's a pretty good player. So like, I'd rather be him than be like on a trash team,
Yeah.
knowing I'm never going to win anything.
Yeah. Now, what about that? You see, I got put up on the computer. 2015 to 2016, the 76ers. They went 10-72.
They were cooked too.
And
They were
it
just bad.
says the biggest. It says the dubious achievement came during the opening month of the year when the Sixers strung together 18 consecutive losses,
Yep.
including 4 by 20 points or more.
Yep.
What do you think contributes that? Is that just like
It's just bad.
in your head? Like, I understand the first game or two could be, wrong play style, wrong matchup, something like that. But what leads to 18 games in a row just getting your ass canned, dude?
Really, just bad players, and then on top of that, you got bad coaching.
He-
Because
he-
like there's been multiple players that get drafted, but it's just not like it could be a good team, but it's just not their like play style or anything like that. Like they, you know, when when you're wrestling,
Yeah.
like what if somebody told you had to wrestle some way, but you're really good at this other way, but they told you had to wrestle this way and
Yeah.
you're not that good at that, then you look fucking trash.
Yeah.
You're not trash, but you're just not good at that type of wrestling.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like that. Players just get put into bad systems or bad playbooks, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Now a lot of the times, them people are trash, but there has been multiple players that have been in bad systems or bad playbooks or bad coaching that like they're good, they just can't play in that system.
Yeah.
So
whether,
I mean, it's
whether
something
it's
like that.
like you said, whether it's the teammates, whether it's like the play style, the playbook.
Yeah. So like I mean, it could be multiple reasons. There is just bad players. I mean, I'm not gonna act like there isn't.
Would you say definitively like there was one team where it's just they've never reached that high point of being a great team? They've just at the most they've always been
Like coasted?
like that every year. They're either going to have a bad season or they're going to have an okay season. It's not like they may have a good season this year. Is there any teams like that now?
There's a lot of teams like that. Like
So what are you trying to say? Like
at the
it's
beginning,
more-
at the beginning of the year, realistically, there's probably maybe like 4 teams you think are going to the NBA Finals.
yeah.
Maybe, and that's like peak. Like then that's when you win a championship. That's peak of basketball.
Yeah.
That's peak of anything.
Oh yeah.
So like, of course, there's always those teams that make the playoffs, and like they might have a good run here and there, but like, and realistically, you just blew that
I'm
shit
sorry,
all in
Roman.
his
Yeah, I did.
face.
I did.
Oh
That
my
looks terrible on
God.
camera. I am sorry. You want to say hi to the people again?
Jesus Christ!
Camera over there if you want to wave. No. Our special guest star today.
Go wave at the camera.
Wave at the camera then.
You don't gotta walk all the way over there.
Yeah, you don't have to walk. Oh, okay. You're going to get a close up. Oh, you're going to go to that side? No, you got to.
You gotta wave
it's
in
over
front of
here.
the camera, buddy.
In front of the
In
camera.
front of the camera.
Yeah. Or stand right in front of it. That too.
All right, now move.
All right, now come sit back over here.
Jesus Christ!
It's our guest star for today.
I see that. But nah, there's always team like the 76ers now.
I'm listening.
Like the 76ers, they're a team that like they have potential to make a deep run, but like you don't really expect them to win the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Like they could make the finals, but you don't expect them to. Or like who else?
You would say it's kind of, in that aspect, it's kind of like college football where it's like Alabama's going almost every year.
Yeah. Not really.
But I mean, not like, but instead of it being one team,
Not really.
it's like, okay, these 4 teams, they're going to go to at least the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, there's multiple teams you can say make the playoffs, but it's like there's like 4 teams that you can tell that there's like 3 or 4 teams that you can tell that like, okay, y'all probably gonna make it to the finals.
So what would mean more to you as a person, like just winning the team championship or getting that MVP award?
Winning a chip.
Just a chip,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah, winning a chip.
I feel you.
I feel like a championship in any sport is more important than MVP. Because people hold that against you. Like Kobe only won 1 MVP.
All right, how about this one? This will test your true fandom. Would you rather sit courtside at a preseason game or in the rafters at the NBA Finals Game 7?
In the rafters at the NBA Finals. I want to go to a Game 7 before I die.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's understandable. That's relatable.
Yeah. Just like a Super Bowl. Like I want to go to a Super Bowl before I die.
Yeah.
We were talking about. I was talking to Mama about going to the 2024 Super Bowl because it's in Vegas.
Is it going to be in Vegas? That'll be
Yeah,
expensive.
very expensive. Did you see the tickets for last year's Super Bowl, this year's Super Bowl?
I know they were expensive.
The minimum was like $6
Jesus Christ.
and that was like nosebleed seats.
I mean, I get that though.
But it was in LA though.
SummerSlam's coming up for wrestling, and it's going to be for the WWE, Fuck Vince McMahon, by the way. I don't know if you've heard the latest and all that, but
Yeah, he's paid out like $12 million
in
in settlements.
It's going to be in Nashville this year, and I want to say the cheapest tickets were like $300. Now I think about this point, they're all resale, so they're going to be marked up like crazy. But I mean, still, that's $300 sitting in the rafters at a wrestling show.
Yeah.
And this ain't like Bond Secure in Greenville or like Gas South Arena in Duluth. We're talking like I think it's Nissan Stadium where the Titans play.
Yeah.
So we're talking nosebleeds at a football stadium to watch a wrestling event for $300.
I want to go see. I want to go see the Chiefs play this year, or like the beginning of next year.
They have any away games that are going to be close? You are the most disruptive guest we have ever had. You know that? We're trying to put on a show over here, and you sitting here. What are you playing?
Huh? You can. It don't matter. He's fine.
What are you playing?
If he wants to go outside.
Bridge race? This man, I swear, every single, he'll play, he'll get on my phone, he'll play games and shit. Yeah. And if an ad pops up, he downloads the ad every single time. So, I get my phone back after, they've been over at the house for a while. And, I'll start going through the games and shit. And I got, 60, 70 games that he had. And they're the little, the bridge crosser, the bridge crusher, goblin coin thing, all these random little ad games that you
they added Fall Guys to Xbox.
Yeah, I know. I've been playing the shit out of it.
I downloaded it today. I played a few games. That shit's fun.
We should play a few games later.
We might.
It's cross-platform. We can get Savannah on the Switch, too.
Yeah, Peyton comes home today, so.
Where? Get her on the PC. We'll all play. We'll do squads.
Is it split screen? Can you play with two people?
I don't think you can do split screen. Well, if you have the PC, you can get on the PC and play it. You can get on the Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, Fall Guys on there. It's fun.
Yeah. I've been playing that, and they just added Far Cry 5 to Game Pass.
Far Cry 5. I haven't played Far Cry in so long.
You kill a bunch of cult. Before this one, the last one I played was Far Cry Primal, where it takes place ancient times or whatever, and all you have is spikes and spears and shit. Yeah. So this one is you play as a U.S. deputy marshal. You win. Hey, we got a victory over here. But you play as a U.S. deputy marshal, and you go to take out a cult back in this hidden valley and whatnot. And you got to run through and destroy all these outposts. It's a pretty fun game.
Yeah, I almost got in a fight last night.
You'd be killing a bunch of, they call them piggies. You got in a fight.
I almost did.
Where? At a bar?
At Ethan's.
Is it the Ethan that works at the same place I do?
No,
because one of your buddies.
He works somewhere else.
You got a buddy, Ethan. I didn't get his last name, but he works at the same tire place I do.
I think I know.
And he came up and he was.
Is he big?
He's not big, but he's kind of taller, a little lanky. But he was he's like, I saw you on Terrible Influence YouTube, and I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I saw you on YouTube, and I was like, really? And he was like, no, I'm Matthew's friend. He's like, I'm just fucking with you. And I was like, oh.
Well, he would still if he watches the podcast, he still would have seen you on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You fucking got recognized. I was about to say, that's crazy you got recognized before I did.
That's what I thought. I was like, there ain't no fucking way. And then he was like, nah. He's like, I'm a friend of your brother's. I was like, I was just messing with you. And I'm
trying to think who it could be. But
I don't know. He just said his name was Ethan. I didn't get a last name. It didn't look like, I think his last name's Gill.
Oh, my fucking God.
Because he's a little bit bigger, isn't he?
Yeah. Ethan Gill. Oh, my God. Biggie. No, we went over to...
you got some weird friends, man.
I went and played ball, and then we went to El Maguey, and then we...
You never invite me to ball.
It's because you're bad.
I could be the ref.
We don't need a ref.
I have a whistle.
It's pickup basketball. We call our own fouls.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could be like water boy. Like my mama said.
But anyways, we went to hoop with El Maguey, and we were drinking and shit. So then we get there, we get to Ethan's, and we play cornhole. And this is the problem I have. Every time cornhole is brought up around my friends, I hear the same shit. Nobody could beat me and whoever. Nobody could beat us. We're just so fucking good. Nobody could beat me and so. Nobody could ever do that.
Unpopular opinion is that I don't see what's so great about cornhole. I really don't.
It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that it's fun and everything. I just don't understand why people take it to the level that they do.
But anyway.
Like you said, the people are like, oh, Ain't can't nobody beat me
Yeah,
and
bro. I
me
hear
and Devin.
every time cornhole is brought up around you motherfuckers, because I know some of y'all gonna watch. Every time cornhole is brought up around you motherfuckers, somebody can't beat you and somebody else.
Bro,
Go
how you got
fuck
fucking
yourself.
sunflower seeds in your couch.
I was eating sunflower seeds yesterday. Sorry. I need to clean my apartment bad. But anyway, so we're out there playing cornhole, and Jackson, he starts his bullshit. He's like, nobody could beat me and Liam. Nobody could do that. So I was like, okay, fuck it, let's play. So it was me and Cole, and then Liam and Jackson, and we played best squad of 3. Cooked they ass. So then we go inside. I'm talking a little bit of shit. We go inside. Ethan's there, and we're talking, and Ethan's like, "You want to put money on it, though?" I was like, "I promise you, I would." He was like, "Okay, let's go run it in, me and William." So we go out there. They beat us the first game, and then we win the next 2 games, and then they're like, "Fuck that, double or nothing." We played for $20. They were like, "Fuck that, double or nothing." So then we go, we run double or nothing. And I'm talking shit, bro. Like, I'm going crazy. And it's me and Liam on one side. I'm talking shit. Every time Liam, like, misses or something, I start laughing and shit. And, like, I'm just being a nuisance. So then we ended up winning. We beat them the last game 21-1.
Jesus.
And I was talking shit. I was like, that shit's crazy. Y'all can't even win a fucking game off of us or a series or anything. I was like, that shit's crazy. And Liam started getting pissed off. He was like, I outscored you every fucking round, Matt. And I'm like, dog, y'all just scored 1 point. I don't give a fuck if you outscored me. Y'all scored 1 point in the whole game. Yeah. And so we're talking. He's like, well, play me for 500 then. I was like, I'm not playing you for 500. I'll play you for the 80 y'all fucking owe me. So then, we're going back and forth, and he starts getting fucking mad. Shout out, Liam. I love you, buddy. But he starts getting fucking mad. And, I just I'm instigating at this point because I don't give a fuck. So then he goes inside, and I was going to go apologize because he was pissed. Like, he was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So I go inside, and I was going to apologize to him, and we chopped it up, and then everything was good. But, yeah, shit talking is so much fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. It's crazy, man.
Shit talking is a skill. I don't care what nobody says. It is a skill.
I'm a really light a fire in your group chat. Who, in your opinion, is the biggest bitch out of your friends? Like, who just, every time you guys go do something, they're always complaining, nagging, or talking shit? Doesn't have to necessarily be all 3, but it's just that one, like, God, he's just a bitch.
I don't know.
I'm a light a fire in your friends' group.
I feel like we all bitch a decent amount. I ain't gonna lie.
I love Roscoe to death, but in my opinion, I think it's Roscoe.
You think it's Roscoe?
Yeah. I love Roscoe to death, but every time I say, hey, JJ, can I hit your vape?
He's not a bitch. He's just dumb.
It depends how you define
He's
the
just
bitchy
dumb.
quality.
He's just dumb. I don't think he's a bitch. I just
Like, I love Luna to death, but Luna could be a bitch sometimes. And I've known JJ for a long time too. I love you, JJ. Shout out to you, man. Ray's pretty cool. The funniest thing about Ray is, like, whenever you say something he don't agree with, the way he shakes his head is like, nah. Like, that's what I love about Ray.
Wow,
he just
we all have our extreme traits.
Yeah,
we all have our extreme traits. Like yo,
you crack me up because you get real high pitched when you get excited.
Oh yeah,
you ever notice that?
Like my laugh, yeah.
No, not just your laugh. I mean, like, when you get, like, in an intense argument and shit. I do it too. Oh, yeah. Like, we start going back and forth, both of our voices start getting raised to the point where we sound like Taryn.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I do. I try not to argue. I just like to shit talk every now and then.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't?
That's just fun.
You know who I think's the biggest bitch out of me and my friends? Me.
You sure
Straight up me.
You sure it's not like Ian or Ross?
Nah, it'd be me. I'm definitely the biggest one.
When was the last time you told Ian?
I ain't talked to Ian in a couple months. He's off doing. I talked to Ross not too long ago.
I haven't talked to Ian in forever. I ain't seen Ross in forever either.
The only bitchy aspect to Ross is, like, if it's not his idea, he don't necessarily want to do it. So you'll be like, hey, man, let's go get a bite to you. Like, I don't know, man. I just ate like 5 hours ago. Like, yeah, that was 5 hours ago, though, man. Aren't you a little hungry? He's like, yeah, but what if we go here? What if we go here? And then you'd be like, okay, Ross, do you want to go there? Yeah, that sounds good. I could really eat. I'm starving.
Yeah. No, I think I don't know, but like I know like there's some shit that I do that they don't like.
Well, yeah.
Well,
You can have some annoying habits sometimes.
I have annoying habits that, and then damn, sometimes like I'm cool with like I'm cool with spending money for an experience.
Oh yeah,
And I
for
just
sure.
I don't think some of them are. But there's nothing wrong with that. But like when we went to the Rod Wave concert, I wanted to sit on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, and it was only like $80 more, and they weren't down for it.
Yeah, which is okay. But like I don't know, like we all just have differences. I mean, we're a group of friends. There's fucking like 15 of us.
Yeah, it happens. What are you playing now?
Oh yeah, should I tell the story about me on the run, or should we save that for another date?
Oh, the wall?
Yeah,
Oh, the dreaded wall. I don't know. I'll leave that one up to you.
we'll
That's your life,
we'll
man.
save that for another day. I had to do the dash of the beach, man. We'll save that for another day, though.
You can crack me up.
That's a funny story.
You want Sour Patch Kid?
Nah.
Huh?
Those are probably mine, anyways.
No, they're not. I
Yeah, whatever, man. I don't believe you.
I brought them out of my backpack.
I don't believe you.
I already took the beer from you.
Yeah. It's a truly. Stop calling it a beer, bro.
It's classified as a beer.
You don't even drink.
I prefer liquor.
I didn't. We went to a Mexican restaurant last night, and damn, I did not realize how big the fucking. They give you like a big ass root beer mug.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big them bitches were.
I've just never been a big beer person, man. I prefer some whiskey. I prefer my brown.
I also got conned into mountain biking next Sunday.
Ooh, where at?
I don't know.
That sounds like
I'm
fun.
I'm going with Kayla's dad, but it came up somehow yesterday when we were eating, and they were talking about biking for like 20 miles. I was like, I think I could do 30 miles easy. I walk a lot, bro. I walk like 15 to 20 miles a day.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, I think I could easily do 30 on a bike.
No, it's a whole different fucking story on a bike.
Well, we're gonna find out.
That's all. I give you, 5-10 miles.
No, I can do more than that.
Maybe
believe
15.
I really believe I can do 30.
I don't know. 30's hard, dude. That's a lot.
I believe it. I know.
And you going uphill too and stuff too. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, but like I know I'll be all right. We're gonna try it, and then Kayla's dad was like, "I'm gonna let you do this like hour training thing. I don't know what it is. I guess it's like on one of them bikes where you sit down. And
You gonna get a Peloton?
Huh?
You gonna get a Peloton?
No, I'm just gonna use his.
Peloton's pretty dope.
But he was telling me like, if you can do the hour training that I did the other day, I'll give you $1,000. So I guess I'm gonna try that.
You ain't gonna last then.
Last for what?
You ain't gonna last a full hour.
We're gonna see.
If that man's willing to put $1,000 on that shit,
Okay, but what's the
that's
point?
gonna be an intense workout.
But what's the point of me not trying?
Oh no, I get that. I'm not saying not try. I'm just saying I don't think you'll make it. Those are good. The pops.
Yeah, I'm trying to quit.
What flavor is that?
Chilled watermelon.
Chilled watermelon. Why don't they just say watermelon menthol?
I don't know.
Oh, this one's the pro.
But yeah, bro, God damn, it's been a long 2 weeks. I miss doing the pod.
Yeah, it's crazy. We should drop a little Easter egg. Tell them how busy our day is. And we're actually doing 2 pods today.
Oh yeah, we are doing 2 pods today. We're doing one right after this, which is
We're going to line up the debut of mine. Try it out.
it's not, yeah, I was about to say it's not special for me. It's more special for him. But
It'll be fun. It's going to be...
you know, this is like my 18th podcast already.
That's wild, man. That's awesome.
I feel like I haven't been doing it that long.
So to give
But in
everybody...
reality, I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 months.
So to give everybody a listen, to give you a preview of what you're getting into next, essentially what
Yeah,
we're doing.
spit some game. My brother, my brother's gonna be starting a podcast. I'm gonna let him spit some game to y'all real quick, man.
So essentially what we're doing is we're going to go through and we'll probably do 45 minutes to an hour and a half, somewhere in there. But it's just going to be a bunch of hypothetical questions. And the goal of it is to ask questions, make jokes. I want to make people laugh as much as they can, like within an hour, hour and a half. That's the goal of it. So it'll be a lot of hypothetical questions. Feel free to make jokes out of it, shit like that. Some of it'll be off the wall. Some of it'll be weird. Some of it'll be sports, movies, TV. Some of it will just be off the wall, random shit. Like
that sounds like a good idea.
Like I give you,
and if y'all were wondering why we don't do like he's on the podcast, but like the why we won't do one together is because we just have different ideas, there's nothing wrong with that.
Say you don't love me.
I do love you, but like we just have different ideas. Like mine,
You just don't want me to cut in on that cheddar.
We come in here. I don't make any money off of this yet.
That's what I'd say to the viewers too.
I don't.
And then you just give a big wink, like
I'm
not making any money.
But we just got different ideas, bro. Like he wants to do the podcast how he wants to do it, and I want to do my podcast how I want to do it. And
I just want to expand.
What you mean?
Like I'm just saying, if I was to come on yours, we do more than one show a week.
Huh.
Like if I was to join forces with you, we'd do more than one show a week.
Yeah, it's just hard with my work schedule.
Oh yeah, I know that. But you know what I mean? Like, and even if it meant like sitting down like this, doing back to back, we like have a segment where you host, and then we'd have a segment where I host.
Yeah, but then
and then we just post them on 2 different days.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of talking.
Anything? I mean, stand-up comedians, musicians, actors. I mean,
I don't know. But
could you imagine? Speaking of actors, dude, could you imagine being an actor? Like, if you don't do something the exact way the director wants it, you have to literally repeat what you just did over and over until the guy sitting behind the camera is like, yep, that's good enough for me.
You got to get it right, bro. Did you watch Stranger Things? Holy shit.
No, we're still behind.
Oh my!
I'm gonna call her out on the pod.
How am I supposed to conversate with you? You don't even watch these things.
Here's why. I'm gonna call her out on the pod. I have been scolded by my girlfriend if I move forward.
What episode?
And so I am ready for season 4. Like I've seen all of the season 3, all that. You
haven't even watched season 4 yet?
No, she is at season 3. So
what the fuck are we doing?
I don't know, man. I don't know what she does.
Oh my God.
I guess she goes home, peels the potato, flicks the bean.
I don't think it's all her. I think it's partially you too.
What do you mean partially me?
I think it's partially you too.
You're talking to somebody. You're talking to somebody like deliberately sits down every single week to watch 3 to 4 hours of wrestling. Like,
see, bro,
sitting down and scheduling to watch.
They only got one more season left.
I know they're going to 5, and then they're going to start the spinoff.
Yeah, no, I don't know what the spinoff's going to be. I hope it's good though.
They haven't released really information yet. You know they're actually starting a studio.
Oh yeah, the
creators,
Upside Down Productions.
Upside Down Productions, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, but then
they're gonna be ran through Netflix.
Y'all gotta catch up, bro.
I'm coming, man. There's a lot out right now.
I started watching the Sopranos,
and it's hard being a comic book fan, man. I still haven't went and saw Thor, and it just came out. Like
when did Thor come out?
Yesterday, and I feel like I've let myself down.
I'll be real. I might see if anyone wants to go see that shit tonight.
Word, you got my ticket?
What?
Oh no, okay.
What the fuck? No, I want to go see Thor though.
No, I do.
Because I want to see. I want to see
Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher.
I want to see Christian Bale's part because he looks like a cool ass villain.
Oh yeah.
I saw something. What I think we talked about it a little bit, but we talked about it in one podcast. But I kind of want to know because this is kind of a different question. What comic book villain or like Marvel or DC villain had a meaning behind them for what they did that like actually kind of made sense?
Oh, Thanos.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Joker.
No.
Explain Thanos to me. Then I'll explain to you why I think the Joker.
All right. Well, first I'm gonna give you why Joker isn't.
No. You explain Thanos to me.
No,
I'll explain Joker. Then we'll discuss it.
Thanos because Thanos was doing stuff for the right reasons. He just went about it the wrong way. No matter how you want to look at it, in the movies, it was a resource issue. He wanted to kill off half of all the living beings in the universe because of resources and population density.
Yeah.
So to prevent overpopulation. In the comics, he does it because same reason, but Mistress Death is all tied into it, and she's a character and whatnot, and he does it to impress Death, but Death wants it done because there's too many souls living in the universe.
Yeah.
So that's why, in my opinion, Thanos does. I mean, he's trying to fix overpopulation, and he's trying to fix world hunger, all this stuff all at once. World famine, world droughts, things like that, all at once. He's like, if you kill off X amount of people, then there will be bountiful resources for everybody that's left. The only problem is it's not cherry picking who those half of the people are. So you can't say, well, we'll take half the world that I don't know, but leave all of America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's half at random. Which, if you're going to, this is a terrible thing to say, but if you're going to systematically genocide people, that is the perfect way to do it, is at random. If you are specifically killing off populations in order to ensure your population's survival, your species survival, that is the best way to do it, is by random selection. Gore the God Butcher kind of had decent reasons in the comics.
Yeah.
In the comics, he starts killing all the gods because he felt the gods forsaked him. And he felt like either one, there was no God, or two, if there were gods, they just didn't give a fuck about him. So why should he care? Yeah. So, I mean, and there's a couple of different superhero and supervillains. Yeah, I really want to see it badly. Especially after being caught up with Moon Knight, and I've seen Doctor Strange and everything, and it's the next.
I'll see how much
film.
money I got and how much tickets are. I'll let you know.
It'd have to be a 10 o'clock showing because of
I gotta stay up anyways.
Because the kids.
Okay.
I have to get them laid down first, but
that's fine. I gotta stay up anyways. But then, my reason for the Joker is why I think he has like the most like reasonable point of view is because he's kind of right. You know, you push somebody to the edge so fucking much to have a bad day, or you know, a lot of bad shit happens to him.
Now, are you referring to the Joaquin Phoenix Joker origin story?
I'm just talking about it in general.
Okay, because the original, well, I mean,
I'm talking about like, have you ever seen I think it's called The Killing Joke.
Yeah, I've seen The Killing Joke. It's such a good movie.
The
animated version, the one that's rated R, Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Yeah,
so fucking good.
That shit is good. But like, in a lot of the Joker movies, I'm not saying because I'm gonna be real, I never even saw the Joaquin Phoenix one.
Well, it's funny. With the Joker, you gotta specify because the Joker is one of those where he's been reiterated, he's been redone. He technically has multiple origin stories. He's an unreliable narrator, things like that.
Well, then let's just go off the Dark Knight one.
If you go off the Dark Knight, no, you cannot justify that in any way, shape, or form because in the Dark Knight, he's a complete fucking sociopath with military training who does shit just to rile up Batman.
You're taking it way too far. Let me explain my point real quick. No, I don't give a fuck about the comic book. I don't give a fuck about the 8 different versions.
I'm giving you which angle you need to take so you don't piss off the comic fans.
I don't give a fuck.
If you're referring to Killing Joke Batman, then yes, the origin makes him look a little bit more human. He was a failed stand-up comedian who just couldn't fucking make it. And then he got jumped by the mafia, pushed into a vat of acid, turned into the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix, kind of similar, except he wasn't a comedian. He was just mentally ill person. Got abused a lot, physically, mentally, emotionally. Got fed up, started killing people.
But the one I'm just saying, like his kind of point of view is like, you know, you push somebody hard enough, or enough bad shit happens to a person that they go off the fucking rails. Hmm. So like, I think that's true today. You push somebody hard enough today, or push them to the edge too fucking far, like bad shit does happen.
Well, if you really think about it, for the most part, any good villain is doing something for the right reasons, just the wrong way.
I don't know about that.
Really sit back and think about it. Any true, amazing villain, whether it be cinema, movies, TV, comic books, doesn't matter. If they are truly an amazing villain and somebody that like you could really remember, it's because they're doing stuff that makes sense. They're just going about it the wrong way.
Well, I'll let you know about Gore tonight.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see his part. Actually, while we're doing this, I'm about to see if there's tickets available.
No, I'm sure there is. Were you looking up Amstar? Yeah. I'm sure there is. It's crazy, man. While you do that, I'm going to look up some more hypothetical questions. Actually, I do want to talk about this list that I found earlier. So I found this list. If anybody wants to go look it up, it's basketball-reference.com.
Could you do 9:45?
Yeah, I probably could.
The latest one they got is 10:30.
What's that? You need to do the GPX screen. So they got the wall-to-wall directional audio. So
3D?
You have to go to the website. And then scroll down and see what GPX. This is what you want to look at. So yeah, you're talking not, or if you want to see it in 3D.
So now I'm about to drop $600.
Or if you want to see it in 3D, they have one at 1:30, which starts in 8 minutes. So, all right, we'll see you guys next week. No,
We gotta get there immediately. They don't have a lot of.
But I'm gonna run through just a couple of the big names on this list and compare them, and I want you to shoot back if you agree with this or no. Like I'll say, this says so and so is better than so and so. Do you agree? Sound good? All right. So we'll start with the one that we did earlier. This says that Shaquille O'Neal is better than Kevin Durant. It says, and this is going off the player efficiency rating. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what that means. I'm assuming that's just all stats accumulated together. But this says Shaquille O'Neal has 26.43 PER and KD has a 25.26. Do you agree with that?
Yes,
Shaq is better than KD, and why do you think so?
I don't know if he's better than KD, but I think he's greater than KD.
Now, why do you say that?
He has 4 rings, like 2-3 Finals MVPs, 1 a league MVP.
So you think somebody can necessarily be a better player, but not necessarily a greater player, just based off of?
But like, if Shaq was a bum and just had 4 rings, like KD'd be greater.
Well, let me put it this
way. But like,
Shaq
was like one of the greatest players of all time. He's like a top 10 greatest player of all time.
You think so?
Yes, easily. He's in everybody's list.
His free throw line sucks, from what I've heard.
Nobody gives a fuck about his free throws.
So so let me ask you this, you personally, this is your opinion, so nobody can get pissed off at you. When you're looking at players and you're scouting players, what aspect is making you say that player's good, or that is it handling, is it movement, is it shooting?
It's just how they play. Like, if you you're not saying somebody that, like, when somebody averages like 25, 8, and 6, like, that's great. You're
all
like right. MVP level.
So what about this one? It says KD is better than Charles Barkley.
Easily.
Think so? Barkley over Harden.
I wouldn't do that, but I could see why you would.
What about?
I think Harden's better than Charles Barkley, but I could see why people would say no.
What about Chris Paul and Harden? Who do you think's better?
That's a hard one, actually.
Yeah. Magic Johnson's on here as number 18. Do you think they shafted him a little bit?
Well, that's just the efficiency list. Like, that's not like the top 10 greatest players of all time.
Oh,
like, that's just based off of efficiency.
So what do they qualify as efficiency when they look at these stats? Like ability to maintain stats game after game?
No, just like how consistent you are.
Yes, that's what I said. That's what I just said.
Well, yeah.
The ability to maintain, like you did 75% from the field goal this time. Next game, you need to do around 75.
Yeah, but you also got to understand, like, when Magic Johnson was playing, like, they didn't really shoot threes.
Yeah.
Now pretty much all they do is shoot threes.
I learned about the 3-point rule today and how that got instituted. I thought that was pretty wild.
Yeah. Like,
it started out as a test.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, fuck it. We'll try it this game. Yeah. You want to try it next game? Nah.
Nah, we done went too far, buddy. But
we'll try it the game after that. All right, you still want to do 21 feet? No, we'll try it 23 feet this time. We'll see how.
But no, like, Magic Johnson's the greatest point guard of all time. So.
Do you know off the top of your head who was the oldest original team? That's like still, because see, I found 4 earlier, and I want to see if you can beat them. And these were teams that were in the ABA before the merger.
I know the Nets were in the ABA.
Yes, I got to find these. It was the Nets, the New York Nets, the Denver Nuggets, the Indiana Pacers, and the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, but they have like different names. Like I remember I think Toronto was called like the Toronto Huskers at one point.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I know they went through different,
or something like that.
Yeah, I know they went. That's what I mean. But like, so as far as this says, they've always been the New York Nets. You know, they've always been the Denver Nuggets. Is there any NBA teams that you can think of like that?
Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets. How long have they been around? Do you know?
For a long time.
Like since the start of the NBA, or
The Brooklyn. I don't know about the New York Nets. Is that what they were called in the ABA?
yeah,
Or were they called the Brooklyn Nets? In the
I think
ABA?
they're still the New York Nets though. Oh no, they're the
No,
Brooklyn
they're
Nets
the
now.
Brooklyn Nets.
Okay, so when did they change?
I guess whenever they moved to Brooklyn, and the Knicks made a team.
Well, it says in
The Knicks-
it says in '77 they returned to New Jersey and they played as the New Jersey Nets from '77 to '12. And then
Oh.
I guess 12 is when they changed to Brooklyn. would be my
Yeah,
guess.
but you wouldn't really call that a new team though. They just moved.
yeah.
Like the Rams used to be in St. Louis, but you don't say that's a new team.
Yeah. So do you remember the original teams of the NBA?
No. I know there's a lot of older ones. Like I know the Lakers are very old. The Knicks are very old.
Let's see. I'm trying to look.
I'm pretty sure Portland's pretty old.
They don't have the original names on here.
Washington's really old. They used to be named the Washington Bullets.
And that's kind of annoying. I'm trying to look for the original names of the NBA teams.
They used to be called the Washington Bullets. The newest team is the Pelicans, I think. The New Orleans Pelicans.
When did they
I think
When
like
did they
the
start?
early 2000s.
So it says on June 6, 1946, the BAA, or Basketball Association of America, and there were 11 original teams: Boston, Providence, New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Washington. Are all of those still active in some way, shape, or form?
Does Pittsburgh have a team? They got the 76ers. I don't know. They got the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know. If
Yeah,
that's counted as
Philadelphia's
Pittsburgh.
on here. What about Washington?
Yeah, they still got a team.
What's their team?
Wizards. Washington
That's
Wizards.
right. That's right. They have the Wizards.
Boston.
What about
Civil-
Providence?
I don't think they have a team. So. What's Providence? Where's that at?
I don't fucking know. I
don't
suck
know.
at geography.
I don't know either. New York's old. Philadelphia's old. Pittsburgh. I don't know. I don't think Pittsburgh has
I feel like it's in Rhode Island, though. I don't know why. Let's see. Where is Providence? Yeah, it's in Rhode Island.
I don't think they have a team. All right, no, they don't have. There might be a team located there, but it's not called like the Providence or some shit.
Let's see. I'm going to say Providence NBA team. They were called the Providence Steamrollers.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I bet you people didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know Providence ever had a team.
They have to. Well, what does this mean? It says, as of 2022, the Steamrollers remain the last professional sports franchise from one of the big four leagues to be based in Rhode Island. So does that mean they're still around?
No, they were just the last team. Based in the Big Four. Hold on, go.
Well, everything I see says that they ended in 49.
They were there for 1 year, bro. Go down. Yeah. They were around for 1 year, tenure, or is that the coach?
That's the coach.
Yeah. Three years.
The Steamrollers
They were
still
there for 3
hold.
years.
The Steamrollers still hold the dubious NBA record for the fewest games won in a season, with 6 in the 47 to 48 season. However, the Bobcats, which we talked about earlier,
7 games.
hold the record for the lowest winning percentage in NBA history with .106.
Yeah.
Damn.
7 games though. That was a
That's
lockout
insane,
season.
man. What would the lockout happen over? Was it pay or?
I don't remember. I think it might have been pay. And then I think LeBron won a championship that year.
What's one of the biggest modern controversies of the NBA that you can remember?
Probably the Clippers owner being a racist.
Really? I didn't hear about that. What was
I forgot his name, but like there was like a,
when did that happen?
I don't know, a couple years ago. Yeah, Donald Sterling.
He got banned for life?
Yeah.
This says 2014 was when this article was posted.
Yeah.
This was 8 years ago.
He was dating a girl, and I think she brought like Magic Johnson to the game or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm tired of you bringing these black guys to the game."
Jesus.
And yeah, it was Magic Johnson, and she was younger too. I think she was like in her 30s, and that motherfucker was old as shit. And he was like pretty much like, "I'm tired of you bringing these black guys to the game and shit." and they got leaked.
I'm trying to figure out if I can find his actual quote.
Just look it up. Donald Sterling racist quote. I guess. I guess that's what you just searched. I don't know.
I mean, you can do it for Hulk Hogan, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Let's see. Oh, I can't even fucking spell quote. How ignorant could you be to don't bring black people to my games? Jesus fuck.
What is that on there for?
That's fucking nobody cares about Biden. Have you seen the recent memes going around about Biden?
No, but I have seen that gas prices are lowering slowly but surely.
So he was reading off a teleprompter at one of his most recent things or whatever.
Did you see him fall off the bike?
Yeah. And but he was reading off a teleprompter. When he got done, like reading his line, he literally read repeat line. Oh yeah. And so the internet has been going crazy over it because of the movie Anchorman with Ron Burgundy. And I saw this one clip that cracked me up, and it was like,
you used to love that fucking movie.
Oh, so I rewatched the second one the other night. It's such a good movie, man. Such a good movie.
I've been slacking on my movies. I've been watching more TV shows. Like, I started watching The Sopranos. That shit is really good.
So he also went through a lawsuit claiming he also went through a lawsuit based on saying that he wouldn't hire people based on age discrimination and harassment.
I don't know.
That shit's wild.
I didn't really look into it. I just remember him saying that he doesn't want black people at his game, which is just something that's fucking wild.
It is wild. You know what also was wild is how the NBA actually like got started being in like big arenas and stuff like that. You know how that happened?
What, big arenas?
Yeah.
Just fans?
No, that's actually not how it happened at all.
I don't know.
It happened because there was a guy, I can't remember his name, but there was a guy that he was running hockey stadiums. He realized that like in the hockey off season and like other nights throughout the week and whatnot, when there wasn't hockey games, there was nothing going on.
Yeah, well,
and so like fans did have a lot to do with it because like he noticed it because of the rising popularity.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was crazy that like he was just like, hey, you guys want to come play games here? Because I could use the extra money at night.
There is some wild NBA stories though. Like I remember watching videos about like back in like the 80s and 90s, like players would go play in Utah.
Yeah,
they'd have to go play in Utah, and people would be calling them like the N-word and shit.
And the Celtics and the Lakers are combined or are tied for the most championships with 17 each. Yeah, that's crazy. They've been around since '46, so that's what? How many years?
A lot.
It's almost
a little over 80, isn't it?
Yeah, in 4 years it'll be 80, so 76 years.
Yeah. That's a long time to fucking play basketball.
76, 34. Holy shit, they hold almost half the titles. Almost half the championships since they've been around. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is there a team that hasn't won any? Yeah. Can you name a couple?
I know OKC hasn't won one, but they used to be the Supersonics.
Let's see.
Until like 2005 or something like that. They used to be in Seattle. I don't think Washington has ever won a ring.
Teams without NBA championships. 6 franchises. It says we got
Hornets,
the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Timberwolves, and the Pelicans have never reached the finals.
The Clippers are still kind of newer. The Timberwolves are like 80s, I think.
Who's the youngest team?
The Pelicans. New Orleans Pelicans.
When did they start, do you know?
I think like early 2000s, like 2000, 2001 or something like that.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Damn, the Atlanta Hawks have said they've gone through a 59 year drought since their last finals appearance. It was apparently in 1961.
I think Sacramento has the longest playoff drought right now. Yeah, Sacramento Kings are 69 years. Is that years?
Yeah. Its current drought years.
69 years of not winning the championship is crazy.
Now, why is there a dash beside the Lakers?
The site might be from 2020.
I think so because look, it's got a dash beside Miami Heat too. Is that the year they played in the playoffs?
That's the year. Yeah, that's the year they made the finals.
Yeah, so that's probably why. So that's a little bit of an older list, but still.
The Pelicans are the old. Well, let's get off at NBA for a second. I'm tired of talking about basketball. I'm playing 2K all day.
Well, whose fault is that, little fucker?
I didn't think you was gonna come in here talking about NBA shit.
That's all you ever talk about, motherfucker.
I'm ready for football to start. I'm ready because the Chiefs are gonna win the fucking Super Bowl.
All right, I'm gonna lead off since we're getting close to an hour. I'm gonna lead off with a question.
Yeah, delete your history looking up Donald Sterling's racist quote too.
Do you think fish thirst for water? Like, do you think fish get thirsty?
I remember seeing that question. I don't know. I don't think so.
And if they do, you think they ever forget to drink? They're just like swimming around like, fuck, I'm thirsty right now.
Do they have to drink?
I don't know.
I don't think they'd have to drink because
they
I think
breathe
their
water.
that and like
Well, they don't breathe water.
I think
they breathe
their
the
body-
oxygen in the water. But
yeah, but their body is like constantly wet.
do fish drink?
Yeah, do fish have to drink?
Do drink fish? Because I can't type. Do fish drink water? Somebody wrote an entire book called Fish Drink Pain. Saltwater fish need to purposely drink water in order to get enough into the system. So they do. Fish do get thirsty.
I don't think they get thirsty.
Oh, no, the answer is no.
They're constantly in water. How would they get thirsty? If you were constantly drinking water, how would you be thirsty?
Like I said, I wonder if like they forget sometimes.
How the fuck do they forget?
You eat 3 square meals every single day?
No,
How the fuck do you forget?
but you don't.
You're
forget-
supposed to eat
you
3
don't-
square.
but
You're
you-
supposed to eat 3
but
square
you-
meals a day.
but
How do
you-
you fucking forget? You didn't eat breakfast? It's the most important meal of the day. Serving it up Gary's way, and you
But
fucking forgot?
If you had a tube in your mouth, if you had a tube in your mouth of water, and you're just constantly spraying water in your mouth, how do you forget?
But that's the thing. They don't breathe through their mouth.
I'm
They
saying
breathe through their gills, and that's saying that they have
if
to
you had to
open
breathe,
their mouth
if
and
you
suck
had,
up water.
if you had to breathe, if you were a fish, and you were in, you live in the ocean, you are literally in water. How do you forget to drink?
That's not my question. What if you just forget?
I don't
You've never forgotten to do something, and then like your stomach rumbles. You're like, oh fuck, I haven't
not
ate
eat
today.
or drink. No, I've never forgotten
Really?
to eat or drink.
You've never been so busy in a day where you didn't skip a meal. Every single day, you
Yes,
eat
but
3
it's-
square meals plus a snack
No,
in
but
between
it's
each
not-
meal.
It's not that I forget to eat. I just don't have the chance.
Okay, what if they don't have the chance because they're busy?
That's not forgetting.
Really?
Forgetting to eat is like, oh shit, I forgot to eat.
Oh my god, it still happens though. It's the same thing pretty
today.
much.
No, it's not.
Just because you didn't deliberately forget, I mean, you're prioritizing.
it's
you're
not.
pushing
It's
stuff
not.
to.
No, it's not
It
the
is
same
forgetting.
thing.
You're pushing stuff to the
It is
back of
not
your mind.
forgetting. No,
Yes.
no. It is.
Yes.
You just don't have the chance. You don't forget to eat. You're like, I'm gonna eat whenever I get the chance. That's not forgetting.
No, I've forgotten sometimes. Like I've just
No,
been
the
so busy.
fuck you
Yes,
have.
I have.
You have never forgotten to eat or drink during the day.
Can I finish my goddamn sentence
No,
before you cut me
because
off?
you're wrong.
I'm not fucking wrong. Jesus Christ. You've never been so fucking busy where you just get caught up in your day. And then it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Your stomach rumbles. And you're just like, oh shit, I didn't eat breakfast. I haven't ate today. Kind of hungry.
No.
You've never skipped breakfast and been hungry around lunch.
Yes, that's not because I forgot to eat breakfast. I just didn't eat breakfast.
Because you forgot.
I just don't.
No,
I
you
usually
forgot.
don't eat breakfast.
Why not? It's an important meal of the day.
Not really.
It's actually the most important meal of the day because it gets your whole body ready for the day to be able to intake and digest food at a proper rate.
I don't give a fuck.
That's why you forgot.
You know what I do? I wake up
Forget.
at fucking 2 o'clock in the day. That's my.
Breakfast.
Technically, you want to get technical. Whenever you eat your first meal, that's breakfast because that means you broke your fast.
No.
That's what breakfast stands for. Break fast.
No. That's not what breakfast stands for.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's a
Look
very
it up.
common misconception.
Look it
Oh
up.
my God. You really want me to?
The meaning of breakfast.
What is the meaning of breakfast?
breaking your fast.
I just don't think that's true. I'm sorry. What is the meaning of breakfast? I fasted for
it's
8 hours.
breaking your fast.
What is the meaning of breast?
It's right there.
Google. A meal eaten in the morning, the first meal of the day. She
What is a true
she
meaning?
breakfasted on.
What is a true meaning of breakfast? The first meal of the day, especially when taken in the
Okay, well there you go. There's your answer right there. The word in English refers to the meaning, but that's a reference. That's not the meaning.
breaking the fasting period of the previous night. Why do you think it's called breakfast?
Is lunch breakfast if
it's
you
the
don't
first meal.
eat in the morning?
Also, skipping breakfast has no visible effects.
But that's not true because it just says that literally contradicts itself because it says it doesn't have any effect, but it also says skipping breakfast makes you eat more at lunch, which means the more.
But not enough to compensate for the breakfast you skip.
Exactly.
But that's not the point.
But if you're intaking
But
more calories,
if you don't eat dinner, that's breaking your fast. So if you want to get technical, that's breakfast.
but you don't eat breakfast. That's the thing. You don't fucking wake up at 2:00 in the afternoon and make yourself bacon, eggs, and grits.
No. But
Okay, then.
Does it have to be breakfast food to be breakfast?
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Then it's not fucking breakfast. What do you mean?
Oh my god! If you eat a steak omelet or something like that, I guess.
Look. Does lunch count as breakfast? No. Even if it may break fast food, breakfast is in the morning. Lunch is after 12 noon. So suck a dick.
But if you want to get technical, the definition of breakfast is breaking your fast. So whenever you eat, that is breakfast.
Not only that,
even if you don't eat till 3:00 in the day, that is the point where you broke your fast.
All right, but that's not breakfast because it's past noon.
Oh my god, you're going by a fucking time. You're going by a clock.
You're going by a technicality too. What do you mean?
Technical is right.
Okay, my technical is right. Breakfast is in the morning.
No.
Lunch is at noon onward. What do you
I call it lunch or dinner too, but if you want to get technical, whenever you eat, that's breaking your
So where does brunch fit into all this?
like 3:00?
You said 3:00?
Yeah, like 3:00. No, probably like 11:30.
Why have brunch? Why have you forsaken me? What song is that from?
You don't have to look up everything we talk about.
Sometimes I do. Brunch is more than just a trend; it's a movement. This is why we look this up.
More than just a trend, a movement. That is crazy.
You can go to brunch cute and put together, or a total bum, and brunch will never judge you.
Jesus Christ.
Brunch gives you a new opportunity to try your favorite places. Brunch also gives you the best of both worlds. If you are feeling breakfast or lunch or both, this episode is brought to you by Brunch. What is the point of brunch? I have too much fun on the internet, man. I really do. I get caught in fucking wormholes, dude.
Yeah, you're bugging right now.
That's what you do. You fucking Google everything.
Yeah, you don't have to Google everything we talk about.
The sharing of
I
brunch
hope
and
you don't do
stories.
this on your podcast.
Oh, I will.
You're going to Google everything that's said?
Not everything, but I will Google a lot and talk a lot of shit because that's the point. Is it's fun.
Whatever,
It brings up more questions and furthers the conversation. It makes us laugh. You literally just laughed over the internet saying brunch is a movement.
Well, brunch
You never would have gotten that laughter.
Brunch being a movement is the craziest shit I've ever heard of. A fucking movement, like it's like the Nazi fucking agenda or something.
Hey, Karen, you want to go get coffee this morning? I can't. I'm a part of the brunch movement. I gotta be the eggs up grill by
They're treating that shit like it's like fucking the Me Too movement or something, dog.
The primary purpose of brunch was to shake off headaches and give rest to gurgling stomachs before consuming something solid.
Now, my girlfriend is literally in the car. You tell me she can't text me back. Let me know if she wants to go to this goddamn movie.
I thought brunch was supposed to like be a substitute for breakfast and lunch.
Fucking movement. We've got to be better as people. But before we wrap it up, I got one more thing to talk about. And it's not about fucking brunch or food.
Are you sure you don't want to know if it's an American thing or not?
I don't care.
What is a portmanteau?
I don't know, JJ. But before we move on, or before we wrap it up, because we're like an hour and 5 minutes right now, I got to talk about one more thing. We're going to talk about...
Why would you compare that to... What? I'm sorry. I'll learn about suitcases.
We're going to talk about friendship a little bit. One thing... Are you going to pay attention or you just going to fuck?
You know what the best part of friendship is?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't want to know what a portmanteau is?
No.
It's a suitcase.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know what it has to do with food, but...
I don't care. Get off your computer so we can wrap this up, dog.
What's up? We're talking about friendship.
But we're going to talk about friendship for a minute because, we talked about the internet beef. And this is why I'm bringing this up. I lack it myself, and it's something I do need to work on, but friends are supposed to hold you accountable for being a dumbass. I think in any situation, if you're wrong, I think what we lack is people being able to accept the truth and the reality of a situation. And some of y'all got some shitty friends, bro. Some of y'all got some shitty friends around you.
Yo, since we're touching on friendship, the biggest thing people need to fucking stop doing is going on fucking Facebook and posting, "This is my opinion, and if you don't like it, unfriend me. I'm done with you." Like, it doesn't fucking matter. You're allowed to have different opinions. Cut that shit.
Yeah, I've never understood that shit either. But I think as a friend, you should hold people accountable for their dumbass mistakes or dumbass ideas. People do fuck up, and there's nothing wrong with fucking up. But when you don't learn from your mistakes, somebody needs to let you know that you're fucking up. I think one thing we lack and can't handle nowadays is the truth and the reality of situations. People aren't trying to be a dickhead if they're telling you the truth. They're just trying to be real with you and when you kind of open your eyes what you're doing. So, hold your people more accountable for being a dumbass because we already lack enough of shit. We already lack enough of shit today, and the last thing we need is people having shitty ideas and following through them and thinking they're good ideas just because of how delusional they are.
I agree.
But I mean, like I said, that kind of has to pertain with internet beef because I'm not gonna speak on the whole situation, but it's a very dumbass situation. It's a very shitty thing to do, and then the fact there's people supporting you for a shitty thing to do because everybody's just delusional as fuck. That's a fucking bad idea. Everybody thought Hitler had a good idea, and you saw how that fucking ended. So, but yeah, hold your people, not just your friends, family too. Hold your people accountable for being a fucking dumbass every now and then because it needs to be done. I'm cool with people holding me accountable for fucking up. So, if you're in my life and you're watching this, hold me accountable for being a dumbass for real, bro. I won't take it. I won't take it personal or nothing. If I have a shitty idea or I fuck up bad, just let me know because I'd rather you do that than let me keep fucking up because maybe I don't see what's wrong with it, but maybe other people do. So, not saying every idea you have is a bad idea or you should get advice behind it, but I do think that sometimes y'all do shit. I'm saying y'all like I'm talking to somebody, but I think sometimes people do shit that is just very delusional and very unself-aware, and I'm kind of tired of seeing that shit because I just don't understand how y'all are so unself-aware that y'all just made up like this fucking delusional idea and y'all just run with it. So, everybody needs to be better. Strive to be better every other day. Not every other day, every day. Not every other day. Strive to be better every day as a person, as a brother, sister, uncle, whatever. Strive your best to be the best person you can be. And there's nothing wrong with fucking up. Don't think that because I'm saying this there's nothing wrong with making mistakes and shit. But I appreciate y'all for watching, man. We're probably about to shoot another pod. So I'm about to go piss and then damn get back to talking. But appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bells, and we will catch y'all next time.